Hi, everybody, and welcome to this show on the 11 life path number. Now, today we're going to do a deep dive into the 11 life path number and all of its wonderful attributes. And if you are any 11s out there, or you have 11s in your family or your children or your loved one, let's perk up now, get a pencil and pen, and let's see really what these individuals are meant to do. The life path number is part of your heroic mission in life. And if you follow the dictates of your life path number, any one of them, today we're discussing the 11, you are sure to be successful. So let's take a deep dive and let me share my screen with you right now. And we're going to look at the life path number that says, I have a dream. It is the great illuminator, the 11 life path number. It says, I have a dream. It's an even number. Now, why would it be an even number? Because the 1 plus 1 equals a 2, and the 2 is an even number. It's an extroverted number, like the 2, the 4, the 6, and the 8. It's feminine in nature because it's ruled by the moon. You might see the moon or women are prominently important to the 11 life path number, possibly in their natal chart. What's important would be a Virgo, a Libran, or a Scorpio. The 11 is, as I mentioned, the higher vibration of the two. So basically, when the 11 life path number is the life path number of a young child, or someone in early adulthood, and they can't take that higher vibration, the number 2 on steroids, the 11 life path number will revert back to a lower vibration of the number 2 so that it can function on a successful level. Now, the 11 life path number has a wealth of gifts to give to others and itself. Among the gifts is the gift of inspiration, its ability to be very perceptive on all levels, because the 11 is the higher vibration of the number 2, and the number 2 is very detailed oriented. A hair at a place, that's the Virgo in it. The 11 can pick up almost anything, can pick up your moods very easily, has to protect itself also from other people's bad moods because it's highly receptive in nature. It's prophetic. The 11 can see what's out there before it happens. Very, very psychic impulses it receives. Psychic forces that are not available to the other numbers. The 11 is meant to be the illuminator, and that means revealing the truth. It's influential. It's idealistic, very aware. It's able to channel what it gets into a more logical and creative path. It's the cosmic channeler from above, highly spiritual on many levels. It doesn't have to be a church goer, a synagogue goer, something like that, but it does believe in a higher force that is out there, in cosmic intelligence, and it can pick up cosmic intelligence very easily. It really seeks to spread its ideas and illuminate its ideas by its own example. On a negative level, it would be aimless. Now, aloof isn't so negative in nature, but sometimes with the 11, you can feel the distance. Aimless would be a negative trait of the 11 because the 11 is meant to illuminate. And if you have no aims, you lack illumination. It can be very nervous. It can get hysterical more than the other numbers, can get inactive, sitting around doing nothing, extreme nervous tension. The aloneness and the aloofness sometimes protects itself from the vibration of others. It's got to be careful on the swing to being overzealous, misguided, gets an idea in its head that's wrong, impractical, and runs with it. And another one would be its lack of humanity and its failure to live with its special powers of intuitiveness. The 11 is really basically not materialistic. And if it is too materialistic, it's running on a negative level. It could also find itself running on empty if it's running to make too much money. A lot of our politicians are 11s, therefore it would leave the fundraising to people that are better at it. I'm not saying they wouldn't show up at fundraisers, but it's got there's a hard aspect. Now, there are some that are very talented in fundraising. That would be Clinton, President Clinton, that is, was very, very good at fundraising, but that was because of his great charisma that he had. Fanaticism, cults, if you're an 11, stay away from them. Fringe movements would be on a negative side. As I mentioned, not so good with money. The 11 carries a strong aspect to the mother and the moon, as opposed to the number 9, which carries a strong aspect to the father. The 9 is influenced by the father, the 11 by women and the mother. The 11 is often a dreamer. It possesses ideals on a very high level. So it's got to be careful to be able to produce the dreams that it sees, the visions that it sees. There is always an undercurrent of nervous tension with the 11, so it's good for them to have their alone time. They see the connection between the materialistic world and the spiritual world, which is a gift that it has. It's capable of great attainment, great abilities, has finite intuitive abilities, capable of success everywhere in all aspects of life and rising to the top. Okay, it's impractical. It's got to watch its finances, spending too much. But all the 11s are very, very special people. And sometimes in the early years, they have problems finding their purpose. But if they meditate and they spend time alone and they don't give up, they will find their heroic mission in life. They're very, very beautiful people. Now, let's take a look at Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Obama ran on the campaign slogan, "Yes, we can." I remember him walking out on stages, "Yes, we can. Yes, we can." I believe Clinton ran on the slogan, "A place called Hope," because he was born in Hope, Arkansas. I believe he was born in Hope, or he came from Hope, Arkansas. Now, Barack Obama was born on August 4th, 1961. So let's take a look at his numbers. Now, if we add his numbers, the 8 and the 4, now these numbers, unlike other numbers that run in the 2 and the 11 field, are very practical numbers. The 8 is a powerful number to be born under. Very powerful. It beams authority and efficiency and practicality. The 4 puts a foundation under every project that it runs. So here, Barack Obama, originally as a young man, is not like the the other 11s. When we add the 8 and the 4 and the 1961, we come to a 20 life path number, or a high spiritually protected 2, when we add the 1 plus 9 plus 7 and the 3. Now, if we add these numbers across another way, if we add the 8 and the 4 and the number 1961, which adds up to the number 17. So if we add 17, which is a very good financial number that Barack Obama would be living in the last third of his life, what do we come up with as a total when we add 12 plus 17? We come to the number 29, and 2 plus 9 is the 11 life path. Now, we know that Barack Obama had, in some way, he was raised by his mother and his grandparents, not his father, so that we have that number 4 in there as his birthday number. And that number would really be strong between the ages of, for him, probably 32 and also 54. And within those two numbers, we know that Barack Obama was president. Now he's living in the 17, the last third of his life, which is a very, very strong financial pull of materialism for having served as one of our presidents. So, as I mentioned, the 8 is powerful, it's strong, it has executive abilities that scream authority. We also know that the 8 that he's born under is the number that Capricorn rules. And of course, Michelle Obama, ironically, but not ironically, is a Capricorn. That 4 birthday is the number of the builder, the organizer, but someone that could have problems in the family. We know his parents divorced at a very early age when he was young, and he was raised by the mother and the grandmother. So by analyzing his life path number, his heroic journey to success, in 2 ways, we find that we do not miss a master number, that 29 master number. The number 2, the higher number, the 20 with the 0 at the end, it does carry spiritual protection with it. It makes him more cooperative type of fellow, someone that would get along with women and children on an easier level, because the 2 rules women, large groups and association, and children. His wife would fall under the 2. We know he's got 2 daughters, and we also know that his mother-in-law lived in the White House and helped Michelle Obama raise the kids while she was doing her duties as First Lady. Now, the second method, as I mentioned, has the double-digit number 29, and the 29 is the number that reveals that all life is a learning experience. It is creative, it's adaptive. You've got to be careful because the 2 goes up and down. So you have to be careful of somewhat of mood swings. But basically, it's that we're dealing with all groups, the 2 in the 29, groups and associations. I would think Obama would be very active in some level on the women's movement. And then we have the number 9, which deals with humanity, foreign affairs, foreigners, people of all walks of life. Now, the number 9 can be somewhat aloof, as I mentioned. with the number 9 life path number, it has a tendency to accentuate the father and a sense of aloofness, but it's really protecting itself from the moods of other people. And we know that Obama had the ability to stand back. Sometimes some of those that dealt with him said he could be aloof in nature, unexpressive. But really, his brain was analyzing everything he saw, all forms of situations. So that is a fast, deep dive into the 11 life path numbers. I am not giving readings. So if anybody tells you that Sylvia DiPietro has given you a reading, please, it's not true. My vocation, as most people know, is that of a trust and estates, an elder law, and a mental health litigator. So I am not doing readings as a vocation, but my avocation is the study of numbers for over 50 years. And that is my gift to you. So if you like this show and you'd like to subscribe, please hit subscribe down there. Let me know what name or life path number you'd like me to do an even deeper dive into. We've got a lot of shows out there and there's plenty to learn, but if there's somebody special you'd like me to analyze their name, please send me a note. I also have 4 books out there on Amazon, volumes 1 and 2 of Live Your Life by the Numbers, a special book that I absolutely adore that I wrote. Had so much fun doing it. It's Raise Your Kids by the Numbers. It discusses the vibration of children up until about 20 and later on in life, but it gives you the early vibration of children, which is most important, especially if you're a parent or a grandparent. Maybe even a teacher. You can analyze every one of your students in your classroom and see what their gifts are, and you know how to guide each one of those students in your class that might be extra special. And that 4th book I have is a book on double digits. Now, why are double digits so important? Double digits are very important because I may be one life path number, you may be another, but we may be the exact same life path number, but we're walking different paths in life. And that is because the number behind our life path number is composed of double digits, which are not the same. So, you may want to take a look at that double digit number. It's not a big number, a big book, but it's very easy to read. It's a lot of fun, as all my books are. And I'm always appreciative when you buy one of my books and you review them. I'm always interested in what you have to say. So remember, today is a day that's more precious than you think. Don't forget to live your life by the numbers. I'll see you soon, and thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.